What's going on, guys? It's the Independent Stacker, coming to you again tonight, November 18th, 2019. We got the big board lit up like a Christmas tree again today. Sliding on out of the weekend. We had a lot of winners and losers, so let's check it out. Gold is up almost $2 at $14.72.17. And silver's up 6 cents at $17.12, giving us a ratio of 85.97. Platinum is up about $6, currently at $8.99.58. But palladium is down $13 at $17.37.87. We saw minor losses on both copper and aluminum today, but we did have a $100 gain on rhodium, up to $59.50. Barrels of crude oil are down about $1, currently at $56.94, but we did have gains on both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ today. The Dow closed up about 32 points at 28.36.22, and the NASDAQ closed up about 9 points at 85.49.94. If you guys are following the Bitcoin market, you know we took another pretty decent shot right here to the groin today, down about another $300 at $81.84.42. Tonight's big stacker shout out is Silver Wolverine. Silver Wolverine is an awesome channel, guys. He is a big channel. He's got over 5,000 subscribers, but I did want to go ahead and give him the shout out tonight. With everything that's been going on the past couple weeks with the Enhanced Reverse Proof that came out last Thursday. He has been one of the channels that has been giving us continued coverage, I would say, of the events as they've unfolded. I think he might have even been one of the first videos I saw featuring the Enhanced Reverse Proof American Silver Eagle well over a month ago. He's been putting out videos, and his videos are really great, guys. Lots and lots of great content. You can really learn a lot from his channel. I'm going to post a link down in the description below. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to his page, make sure you slide on over and show him some love and let him know that the Independent Stacker sent you. In tonight's video, I want to talk about some comments that I got on my video I put out last Wednesday. I put out a video talking about if you're going to send your Enhanced Reverse Proof American Silver Eagles off for grading, what you should and should not do in order to get the certificate of authenticity encapsulated. It quickly became far and away my most watched video. It's got over 3,600 views now, I believe, in less than a week, which is major for a page like mine. I'm closing in on 500 subscribers because of that video, and it's really been amazing to watch the analytics go up on that video. It's just really cool. But a lot of comments that I was really surprised with on that video, and there seems to be a large distrust for grading companies in our community, and I really cannot figure out why. So I wanted to make a video tonight talking about what happens to your submissions to PCGS in particular, but I'm sure this kind of goes for other grading companies as well. I'm sure that NX and NGC have very similar practices that they do when grading coins. So I want to go ahead and go step by step on how your coins that you submit move through the grading process. How do you get from a package that you send in to something that's encapsulated and slabbed? So let's go ahead and talk about that. This just happens to be one that I have in my stack already. This isn't anything new that we're adding to the stack tonight. I have two of these. I purchased very early on in my stacking and collecting endeavor earlier this year, and probably overpaid, but no worries. So guys, what happens when you submit something to PCGS? And I think one of everybody's main concerns is that certificate of authenticity. If you get the signed one, how do we know that it's not being swapped out for some other big company that's paid a bunch of money and submitted thousands of coins to PCGS? Well, step one really takes care of that concern. And there's a lot of steps here that really take great care in making sure that the one-off guy, the guy that got the reverse proof, the enhanced reverse proof, and that's the first coin they're submitting to PCGS, has the same chances and the same quality of care as the guy that submits hundreds and hundreds of coins a year. So step one is a receiver opens your package when you get it, and he checks your inventory that you submitted versus your order form. And the items are logged that you received versus your order form, and it's given a generic number, just a random order number. And that's the only number that that coin is known by. That is that order number is placed on every single coin, and those coins are sent off to the various departments for whatever services you're going to be receiving for different coins. This, like I said, is to ensure that nobody during the grading process is aware of who submitted the coins and where the coins came from. After the coins are checked in, coins are then they're placed in flips, and they're labeled and sorted versus the like I said, the services that you requested. At that point in time, your coin actually receives a certification number. Regardless if it makes it all the way through the grading process or not, most coins do, of course, but even if it doesn't, it's going to receive its certification number at that point. Once it is got its authentication number, or I'm sorry, its certification number, it goes to an authenticator. The authenticator is the first judge of the coin. He is making sure that the coin is actually genuine. He examines the coin for any kind of alterations to the coin. He is also looking for signs of excessive cleaning. If you've submitted an older coin, he's checking to make sure that the coin has not been cleaned. The authenticator will give it its first grade. And it's based on 5 different criteria. They are the strike, so how strong or weak the strike is. Any marks or mars on the coin, so scratches, of course. The luster of the coin, how it appears in light. The tonnage, if it's an older coin, if it's got any tonnage to it or coloration. And then the overall eye appeal of the coin itself. Once the authenticator has given it its grade, the coin actually goes to a second randomly selected grader in the PCGS grading room, and those 5 steps are then examined again by the second grader, and he assigns it a new grade. The second grader is not given any of the grading information that the authenticator had come up with. That's entered into a computer system on its own. The second grader is giving it an independent analysis. If the 2 graders gave it the same grade, then it moves on to the next step in the process. But if it does not receive the same grade, then it actually moves on to a judge who is a 3rd grader that gives it a final grading. If the judge happens to come up with a grade that is different than the other two, then the coin actually goes back to the very beginning of the process and starts over again and gets a whole new set of eyes to look at it. Once the grade is agreed upon by either 2 or 3 grading specialists at PCGS, it then moves on to a preparation area. The labels are then printed and affixed inside the slab, and the coins are fitted with a gasket to ensure that they fit in there properly. Honestly, I don't know whether the American Silver Eagle gets a gasket or not. I don't see one in there, but it certainly looks like it might be. I'm going to look a little bit closer here. There probably is a gasket in there. Just can't tell right offhand. But then it is then sealed inside of this tamper-evident plastic case. Once the slabs are sealed, they're actually sent back to the grading room, where 2 more graders actually look at the coins again. They are verifying that they think that it's gotten the correct grade. They're also checking for consistency and accuracy of the other judges that have seen it. And they are checking to make sure that the slab is properly sealed. Once those 2 judges have given their grades and approval, the slabs are then reunited with the original ordering paperwork, and each coin is matched with its certification number. So you remember in the first step, it was given the certification number. That is matched up to what they had on your order form. The slabs are inspected for scratches and labels, are again checked and verified that they have the right labels on there. So if you ordered a first strike label, they make sure that it's got the first strike label. If you order any kind of specialty label, to make sure that that gets in there. Of course, that's listed on your order form, that's the label that you want. So they have that readily available for them to check. And then at that point, the grades are entered into the system on their end, and then you'll receive an email stating what your grades were for your coins. The coins are then passed on to the shipping department, where they do one more cross-reference, make sure that the counts in the carton match the order form. And then once the shipping label's printed, then they will go ahead and send that package out to you. You'll receive another email once the label's printed, and they will notify you that the package is on its way. So it's a pretty fail-safe process, really. I know that there was just a ton of people that just did not trust grading companies. I really am not sure why. There are so many sets of eyes that look at these coins that we submit, and there would just have to be such a huge conspiracy of people that are in on the scam, and it's impossible to have that many people. The biggest scam in the whole process, and the reason why we're having to submit sealed cartons from the U.S. Mint to PCGS and NGC, is to make sure that us, maybe not us and you and I, you and you and you and you, but there are people out there that are looking to make a quick buck. We know this. Every small town, large city, everybody has access to a photocopier. It would not be hard for somebody to photocopy an authentic certificate of authenticity for this coin, Photoshop a low number, serial number on there, scribble a signature on it, and stick it back in the box and send it off to PCGS or NGC to try to get graded and certified and encapsulated. It would cost you literally 25, 30 cents to get the quality of paper, to take it to Kinko's or Walmart, or hell, the gas station near my house has a fax machine at it. I mean, there's so much at the disposal of people that are corrupt that they could potentially try to recreate that. And that's what PCGS and NGC are trying to protect us from. I know it sucks, guys, that we can't look at the coins when we get them, but it's for our own good and the protection of our hobby. It really is to make sure that everything that is coming through PCGS is 100% authentic. So, guys, I want to go ahead and bring in one last item here. Get this in here. This is PCGS's website. And as you can see, they've already started cataloging some of the enhanced reverse proofs from San Francisco. These, of course, are going to be the ones that were graded and cataloged at the Baltimore Whitman show. So if we take a quick look, we'll zoom in here. You know, I've seen conflicting reports. I'd seen an article that said that there were 500 randomly selected for that Whitman show. But now I'm hearing that there was maybe 600 there. That was the number of tickets that they passed out to prevent riots there. But looks like there was 134 of them graded at the show. 83 graded at a 70, and 51 graded at a 69. Now I'm guessing, these are the guys that just decided to open theirs at the show and get them graded directly to show. Those did not qualify for encapsulation of the COAs. There's a good chance that there's 300 or more out of that decided they were going to leave theirs in the box and send them and mail them to PCGS to get the COAs encapsulated. So somebody brought up a good point on a video that I watched earlier, and that was that the San Francisco Mint is not necessarily that great of a mint for creating ultra proof and reverse proof coins. And so I started doing a little bit of research and found the 2012 reverse proof 75th anniversary of the San Francisco Mint set. If we scroll over, they graded darn near 20,000 of them, but only 6,600 of them actually graded at a PR70. There was 12,684 of them that graded at a 69. 179 of them graded at a 68. And you start working your way down, and some lucky bastard managed to get himself a 63 somehow. I'm not sure whether it fell out of his pocket onto the parking lot before he got it to the post office to send off for grading, or what happened there. But there is actually we've got 68, 67s, 66s, 65, 64, and a 63. So, these numbers here are obviously the ones we want to concentrate on. There were almost twice as many 69s as there were 70s, and that seems really far off. I mean, you look at the West Point. This is the 2013 reverse proof from West Point. Those are the numbers that we would hope to see. You have over 17,000 PR70s, and out of 25,000. So yeah, we'll see at the end of the day how everything starts shaking out. And these coins roll out tomorrow. We should start seeing them hitting mailboxes. I think the majority of them were, the labels were printed yesterday and they were shipping out today. I received my shipping confirmations on both of the ones that I managed to receive. So I'm really looking forward to those coming in. We're going to get those sent off to PCGS when they do come in. Going to get that first strike designation, and hopefully I can pull at least 170 out of there. We'll see how it goes. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you for making my videos popular. It's been a great week for me as far as content goes. I really have enjoyed all the love and support that I've gotten on my videos. If you appreciate me, please consider hitting that like button over here. And if you happen to be new to the Independent Stacker channel, please consider smashing that subscribe and jingle bell right here in the corner, bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. The Independent Stackers here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.